This was last week. We actually made 3 profitable trades, had 2 break-evens, and the start of this week, we are 1 profit, 1 break-even. Welcome to Trading Nut. I'm about to do something I haven't done before, and this is to open up on not just a trading strategy that I'm using on the daily charts, but also my entire trading journey. I'm going to start that today. You guys are going to get updates on here on the channel every week as to how I'm getting on with my trading. And this is not just automated trading. I do swing trading. I do intraday trading. You're going to see it all and get all the detail here on the channel and in a free Telegram, which you can sign up to below this. And if you want to take things even a step further and really come along that journey, then I'm going to show you what you need to do at the end of this video. Right. So let's dive in and have a look at why I've decided to do this. So the whole premise around Trading Nut is to bring as much education and entertainment to you as traders. And you're still going to get that through the podcasts and through the mini courses that drop here on the channel. These are still going to happen. But I just didn't have enough time to focus on my own trading to really do what I set out to do years and years ago when I first started this podcast. I'm finally going to get to do it now by changing tact and focusing on my trading. Now, you're going to find out all about this in a second. Now, I'm going to show you my screen here. Now, we've got here the new Trading Nut homepage. We have got Trading Nut, as you know, in the current format, and we've got Trading Nut VIP, which I'm going to talk to you about at the end of the show. But for now, dive into the price charts and see what I'm doing on this daily time frame. Right, if you're liking this video and you're thinking, where could I trade this kind of strategy? Why don't you check out my sponsors at Blue Guardian? Now, these guys have got an awesome prop firm. They offer up to 85% profit splits, realistic profit targets of 8 and 4%, scaling plan up to 2 million, the Guardian Protector, and they've got bi-weekly payouts. If you do want to join them, jump on board with coupon code TradingNut, all one word, and you're going to save yourself 10% off at checkout. Link in the description. Okay, so we've got MetaTrader in front of us. This is a back test that I ran across 13 years to see if this strategy actually worked. In fact, it was a part of the strategy, something that you probably all are fairly familiar with. It's a concept called order blocks. Order blocks are essentially that last candle before you get another candle, and then they at the start of a move in the direction of price, right? So this is the last candle before we had that push down. So that is an order block, and you'd say this is one for that push up. Now, how does this strategy work? In the back test, basically, it's kind of simple. As soon as we get one, we are in that order block. So that gets confirmed. If we just have a look here, we get that order block as soon as we close above the candle and we go, right, we close, this is the order block here, we closed above it, right, we're going to put our order there and get into this trade. So the order sits there, we've got a stop loss down there, and we're just taking a simple 1R take profit. Now, this trade works out, this trade here doesn't work out, and in fact, over the 10 years of, or the 13 years of testing, this is a losing strategy. So these are all the Forex markets except the exotics and gold, which kind of really doesn't work with the strategy. More details on that in the future. That's just a different way that gold's set up. So yeah, it didn't work. I mean, we had so many losing markets here, and we had a lot or very few winning markets. Now, the winning markets here that we ran across 2010 to 2023, when you actually compare them to the current, like last 18 months, they didn't even really feature in here. I think gold did feature. You can see there the trade numbers are way down on the reason for that. You can see here, yeah, if you traded the whole lot, they don't work. So we need to add some stuff to this, which is what I've done to trade this on the daily time frame. Now, I'm trading this in my free Telegram group. There's a link below the video to this. So if you do want to get access and see exactly what I'm doing in these trades, this was last week. We actually made 3 profitable trades, had 2 break-evens, and the start of this week, we are 1 profit, 1 break-even. In fact, there's 2 strategies in here. So I'm only showing you the daily strategy that I'm doing where we use order blocks. The other strategy is completely different, and I should just mention that it does trade the AU currency pair. So AU's the different strategy. The rest are all this order block strategy. So let's have a look at what I've done to the order blocks to get them, I suppose, pick the right order block at the right time and avoid all the losing trades at 1R. I've constructed something that hopefully can get us there. And I'm going to track that across here, and I'm posting all these trades in the Telegram. You're going to see the time that's posted, the type of entry, buy limit, sell limit. They're all limit orders, price, stop loss, take profits are relevant. You don't, it's all 10R take profits, so don't even worry about that. It's just the stop loss and the price that you're looking at and the currency pair and the direction. Right. So let's dive into TradingView and show you what I've done. How do we find these order blocks that actually work, or we think they're going to work? They've got a higher chance of working versus a lower chance of working. So there's a couple of things. One is we want to find some kind of structure, market structure, that is in our favor. So we're looking for this trend and we want to try and capture the trend. Okay, so we're trending up there, so we want to try and capture that trend there. Now let's just take an example of one of these in here that I can sort of see and see if we're taking that order block. So if we zoom in a bit, let's not zoom. I use so many platforms that I kind of get confused with TradingView and the other short keys I use. So we've got an order block here. Now this one here, if we were to take that trade, we're in the uptrend. Stop loss, let's just put it at the low here. Take profit at 1R. Yep, we definitely hit 1R. Okay, so there are times that this doesn't happen. Now, this is the ideal scenario. There are times that this doesn't happen. So let's have a look at a trade we took recently. Let's just have a look at one of the trades here. So we had EN, which did all right, and I believe, yeah, let's have a look at EN. Okay, so we had a trade here on EN. I'll try and show you that trade in a second. Now, I did change the strategy slightly to make it a bit more effective after losing a trade on EN, and then we found one that worked. Now, the trade that worked was in that sweet spot, which is here. Okay, so this was the last trade. We started at the beginning of the week, and we put an order in for a short position on this order block here. So this met all my rules. Put an order on, would have been this day here, and take profit, as I said, was irrelevant. Stop loss, I think, was actually up a little bit higher, so that was an extra rule I added in, so it doesn't necessarily need to be there. And what happened? We got triggered into this trade here in the sweet spot, which is what one of the rules is. Let's try and get in at that sweet spot. And what happened? We were immediately in profit. Whoops, I'll move that down. Immediately in profit after the first day by 0.49R. And then, how did it actually go? Over the course of this trade, it went as far as 0.77. So it didn't quite get to 1R. So 0.77 is not even close to 1R. And it started to retrace back on us. Now we're paying swaps for this. We're now back to break even. So had our stops been at break even, we would be out for break even at this point. So there's good reason to get out of these trades sooner rather than later. Now, this is what I call my build phase for this strategy. So the strategy, or the idea behind it, is to try and build up a buffer before we go for these longer home runs, right? So this is quite far down in the trend. So it could be an area where we're going to look to, reverse the trend and go up. So maybe not the best one to hold on to, but there are some that you can hold on to. So if we have a look at, let's go to GU. So GU, we had a trade here. So this was another setup. We had the down, up, down, up, down. We got a sweet spot order block here. We took the trade. Now, this one here, sticking to my build rules, we got out here at a very small win of 0.24. Okay, so not big at all. But the next day, if we'd moved our stops to break even, we would have been out at a break even here. Then it goes and flies, right? So if we'd held it to the day after, we would have had our 1.5R. So there are times when this, we can make a decision as to whether or not we hold onto these trades. Now, that's what I'm calling my growth phase. So we're currently in the build phase. You can see here we've just made a reversal. We're starting that trend. So the chance of this happening is probably quite high or much higher. So let's, maybe not move our stop to break even. Let's just hold this one. It did reject off the order block. It's got good structure. Let's just keep it and see what happens. Now we've got another opportunity here, which we're trying to get in on. So whether or not that one plays out, we're going to find out probably in the next day or two. So this is all over there on the Trading Nut Telegram. We're highlighting these trades as I showed you. Now there's a few other rules here. One is, we're going to get out in the build phase, we're going to get out the close of that next day. We're going to try and get out of trades early as well if they're not working. So if we go into a bit of drawdown, as we did with ACH the other day, we're going to try and get out of those as quickly as possible. Now, this one here is a good example of where the finessing of your reading a price action does come into play. So this is the order block here. Now, I believe the order was kind of around about here, and it was actually a little bit higher on my Black Bull feed. So that was kind of in my favor. So I didn't quite get in there. It was a little bit higher. And yes, it went into drawdown. So let's put this thing on the trade here. So this was our trade. We got triggered in there, and I believe my stop was up here. You can see at this point here, like, we are now floating in drawdown here. So end of the first day, we want to get out of this trade as soon as possible. Looking at what it's done, where it's come from, there were some other things I used to help me determine what's going on here. I already kind of knew it was probably not the best trade to take. Now, it almost confirmed for me that I might not take these kind of trades going forward. So I wanted to get out of it as soon as possible because I knew there was a chance for it to go up. There was a bit of rejection, and so I wanted to get out of it. Now, how did I do that? I dove it into the 4-hour chart, and I'll show you a screenshot in a second. And I was able to get out of that at a small loss. In fact, it was only a 2-pip loss, but I believe here, looking at this, yeah, it was actually 5 pips here. So for whatever reason, the Black Bull feed was a bit better. Where I got in, it was a bit higher, and it was only a 2-pip loss. So I got it out there just before the whole thing went up. Would have hit the stop loss. Now, I had at that point moved my stop to, I believe it was about here. I knew that if we kind of penetrated past this, we were done. So it was either getting out here or getting out there. Now, it gave us 2 chances there, managed to get out. And then I might even show you how close it was if we have a look here. So it's got the break even there. Where did I put that screenshot? Here it goes. So this was it here. It literally just got me out. I believe there was like a 1.5 pip of, drawdown in there into the profit after it just spiked up and never returned. Okay, so it probably would have been a good entry place. Anyway, that was that. We're going to be managing these trades, getting out of them as soon as possible. And the other thing is we're not looking to get in trades that are in a consolidation phase. So something like this area here, we're not going to look to trade them. Even though we've got a little bit of a trend going on, we have got some highs and lows. There may be a good reason to trade some of them, but in general, we're going to try and avoid these consolidation areas. So we're going with market structure. We're looking for the sweet spot. We're avoiding consolidation, and we're getting in on order blocks. That is it. That's how I'm trading this daily time frame strategy. Now, yes, I am trading some stuff on the lower time frames, 5-minute chart, gold, and US dollar JPY. Really struggling there. I'm really struggling with my trading there. In fact, the last few weeks, the US dollar JPY has just absolutely destroyed me, but I'm determined to make it happen. And if you guys want to follow what I'm doing, then please jump on that Telegram. So I'm giving updates on the intraday stuff, and I'll tell you in a minute what else you can do to find out more about that. But let's have a look at what so this was last night. Last night on the intraday, we won't go into too much detail here, but I was just finding some new stuff going on with gold and potentially a new strategy. For whatever reason, this strategy seemed to work really well. 8R in less than, it was just over 2 hours, 2 hours and 5 minutes, I believe. So really low intensity and higher. Whether or not that's sustainable, I did a bit of back testing. I thought maybe it is, but we'll see how it progresses going forward. And if you do want to follow that, jump on that Telegram. There'll be a link under the video for that. Now, what if you want to take things a step further? Oh, sorry, before we do that, I do want to let you know that I've tied this higher time frame strategy, the ones with all the marks here, into a Blue Guardian challenge as well. So we've got a fresh 100K Blue Guardian challenge. You can see it here. It actually hasn't taken any trades because I connected it too late this week, and you're gonna be able to follow that. So if you go there into the Telegram, you're gonna get that link and be able to follow that. In fact, why don't we just pin that right now? So if you guys want to see that Blue Guardian challenge, you can go and check it out. So that will give you guys a real-time track record instead of having to scroll through this and have a look at these wins and losses. Now, I don't know if the copy service that I'm using is going to copy exactly to start off with because we've had no trades, but I'm fingers crossed it's going to work. Hey folks, what a view behind me. I'm at Black Bull Markets headquarters here in Auckland, New Zealand. Speaking of views, you can get TradingView paid plans for free at Black Bull Markets, saving you up to $600 a year. That's right, get either the Essential, Plus or Premium plans absolutely free, and all you need to do is trade from one lot a month at Black Bull Markets. And you can also get a 100% deposit bonus for your first deposit up to $1,000. All you need to do is click the Trading Nut link in the description below. Now, if you want to find out more and be more involved in what I'm doing, really want to follow along, then head over to Trading Nut. We've got the Trading Nut VIP, which is a new service which is starting to develop. I'm building it out with my private mentor. Go and check it out. So there's 3 offerings. Only one of them is available at the moment. The other 2, you need to sign up to the wait list. So the mastermind, the mentorship, this is access to my private mentor. But for now, Cam's Trades is up and running, and there's a fresh, clean Discord group where I'm posting all this information, all these insights. We're going to do live calls. I'm going to help coach you folks. If you do want to coach a really intense coach at the start, you're going to get me in Cam's VIP, and you might be one of just a few people, which means you're going to get massive attention at the start. We've got automated strategies in there. So if you've got ideas for automated strategies, I'm going to develop them, put them up. You can download them, use them how you wish. You're going to get insights into my intraday trading. In fact, we've got alerts hitting the channel in real time when I place trades or get into trades on the intraday. The swings as well, I'm going to set that up as well. And yeah, you're going to see everything. It's going to be awesome. You will be among the very first to join, if not the first, and get full access to me just by doing that, just by joining Cam's VIP. Now, folks, we're going to be dropping these every week in the Trading Nut YouTube. So please stay subscribed. If you're not subscribed already, hit like on this like button down below and click that notifications bell and click all, and you're going to find out how I'm getting on every week with my trading journey. There's going to be chops, there's going to be changes, there's going to be ups and downs. I don't know where it's going to go. Let's just see. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Go and hit that subscribe, go and join that Telegram, and we'll see you in the next video.